Damn, you guys couldn't have hear any of that anyways. God damn it, I've fucked up everything. Everything has gone wrong. Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. Um, I had it muted both on OBS, and I also had the mic muted itself. Great stuff. For some reason the chat's fucked up, and I can't get the pop out chat to. Hmm. There we go. Now that should work. There we go. Just the right size. So sorry. So sorry. Thank you to all the people telling me audio. I thought I fixed it. I thought I broke my laptop somehow. Yeah, don't worry. That was my bad. But what I was trying to say is I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons for a number of years now. And I thought it would be interesting to get back into just the whole idea of tabletop role playing games. And I went on the Roll20 website and I saw that there's all types of different games and different things that they have on here. But I think the easiest to start with is Dungeons and Dragons, since it's something that I've done a few times before. I've done a couple campaigns, but I will say that I've never had a consistent character that I've taken across multiple campaigns. Because I've either done it like I did it once with a school group and they wanted us all to like make new characters, so I did it with them. I did one with my brother, and then I did another one with friends or something, and I just never brought my characters over. So it'll be nice to have a character that I can kind of look back on and you know keep going as the story progresses. I I'm looking at the other options as well because on the site there's like a whole bunch of stuff. There's a follow. I had orc teeth pulled up for the thumbnail. You thought I was miming? I wish. I wish I was smart enough to have pulled that prank, but I really just messed up. But they have Fallout, a Fallout role playing game. They have some other options and stuff. And obviously, these are all things you get the little manuals for. I actually have the 2024 Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook off to the side here, but I can't show it on screen. I don't think I was looking it up, and it seems like that is breaking copyright. Obviously, you can you can do certain things. Like I think I could show like certain. I can read it out and I can read certain things from it, but I think because there's a lot of art and other aspects to it, that it would be considered copyright infringement. Got to buy the book on your own. Sorry. Um, Hello, all the regular schmegulas in chat. We should Yu-Gi-Oh battle. We had Yu-Gi-Oh battles when I was young. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is a pretty. I'd say Yu-Gi-Oh is probably the best card game. But is there a Yu-Gi-Oh role-playing game? What it do? What it do, Yugi? Um, I am just wondering. Oh, there is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tabletop role-playing game. Hey, duelists. Are you a fan of tabletop gaming and have a heart filled with nostalgia for Yu-Gi-Oh? Anything's possible if you put your mind to it. That's the truth. Um, I just didn't have anything ready. I started to stream a little bit later than I was expecting, and I was like, oh no, I need to throw this together. I was just making sure that I kind of looked things over a little bit before we do the character creation because I have an idea, but it's not a very thorough idea. So we're going to read through a lot of different stuff and see. I'm hoping this won't take more than about an hour, but I do want to put on a little bit of background music, something a little subtle, nothing spooky today. What chill stuff do I have? This is going to be really loud, I feel like. Oh, it wasn't. It was actually super chill. Oh, beautiful stuff. as we get towards, through the holiday seasons. I am also a big former Yu-Gi-Oh fan. See, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh, but at the age when I liked Yu-Gi-Oh, I was so young that like I do not remember it that much. Like I was too young to like. My brother was into card collecting, and so he played Pokemon. He did some Yu-Gi-Oh, but we watched the shows, and I remember Pokemon a little bit more. Yu-Gi-Oh, I just remember having super cool art. That's about what I remember, is the animation being super dope. We should have an H3 themed D&D night someday. I have ideas. Look on this Roll20 site. Here, I can show you. I was looking through different people's things. Oh, damn it. Did I close it? Oh, man, really? Oh, okay, here it is. It's still here. The way these work is you create a board that is the map, and then the map itself is based on these like pieces that you can put together, and they have it like for like a digital format now. And there's a lot of these free ones that you could probably use to like literally build. Like you could probably build the H3 office, do something like that. Obviously, since you've been there, Alex, don't dox them. Don't actually do every individual ins and outs of the building, but do it based upon what's been seen by the crew, by the audience. But yeah, there's honestly a lot of cool stuff here if you want to take a look. But the hardest part is creating a character, and if you do it where you've maybe created the characters already, and we're doing it almost kind of like Clue, but an RPG, where you have your designated roles set up, that would be cool too. But let's just start with my character creation. So I do have the 2024, the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition 2024 guide. I don't have it like linked to the site. I don't know if you can do that or like how that works, but you can buy things on this site to get like extra features. We're gonna be kind of just running with the base stuff. If we get more advanced, maybe we'll put a little bit in and do a little bit more, but there's a lot you can do with the base versions, and it's all about kind of creating your own stuff. So it's telling your own story. I'll roleplay as Gabe, calling it. Oh man, I wanted to be Gabe. Fine, I call Cam Grants. So we are going to be building a new character. I want to do it based on this thing. I think this is kind of cool. The Roll20 website has a Roll20 characters where it can help you build your character, where you don't have to do it on the sheet from scratch, which I think is kind of cool. It's good to know how to build your own characters and know how to do like the distribution of points and like reading through the book and actually following the guide. But we're streamlining stuff here. Typical pay to win, bro. For real. Watch, you'll see in the next. It's fun. It's interesting because it isn't the classes, or I guess maybe some classes you have to buy. No, the classes are all free, it seems. So I'm gonna be a warlock, and the reason I'm gonna be a warlock is because you get an Eldritch Invocation, and the Eldritch Invocations are different types of. Here, I guess I can just read it. Oh, it might have just been that song. Oh, this one is almost a little creepy. It's okay, it picks up in a second. I have to go to page 155. So an Eldritch Invocation options appear in... Sorry, it's super loud for me in my headphones. Eldritch Invocation options appear in alphabetical order. So, let's just look through all the different ones, I guess. There's so many. I'll probably just read until there's one that I'm like, that sounds fire. Oh wait, no wait, there was one that I already wanted. The beast speech. Duh. Beast speech. You can cast speak with animals at will without expending a spell slot. You gain the speak with animals spell. So I can speak with animals at will. I can talk to animals whenever I want. I literally don't care about any of this other stuff. Devil's Sight? Who wants Devil's Sight? You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. This honestly has a better explanation of each thing, like Devil's Sight. Let me see what it says on here. Devil's Sight. A prerequisite is level 2 plus Warlock. So I guess you get this on the level 1. So it's allowing you to have it on a level 1, but then when you get to level 2, you can add more, maybe? I guess it's just the 1. Because on the other Warlock, on the other Warlock, I'm pretty sure... Damn it. I'm pretty sure you pick a cantrip, which is your spells. I'm pretty sure you just pick a cantrip. But I'm gonna go with beast speech. We love talking to animals here. I want in on the D&D action. Yeah, Madman. I want as I get more like put together with this, I want to start having people involved in this too. If you're available, because I think it would be fun to have a lot of people involved. I just need to get kind of a hang of. I'm gonna try and literally DM myself, try and dungeon master for myself. And see how we can make it work like that. Yeah, beast speech. God damn, it's still super low. There we go. Have you seen the TV show Wilfred? It's basically that. The main character, Ryan, sees his neighbor's dog as an Australian guy in a dog costume. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. My dad was actually a really big fan of that show. Honestly, that show's good because they keep it pretty ambiguous to if the dude's crazy or not. They do a good job at, like, he's talking to the dog. The dog is clearly like, good things are happening because of this guy talking to the dog. But is the dog really talking back? And to us he is, it's Wilfred. Aren't you able to control the audio levels on OBS? I am, yeah. It's just, there's an issue with... For some reason, a lot of the songs that you download off of YouTube aren't like they aren't balanced. Their levels aren't balanced. So some of them will be way higher than their decibels will be way crazier than the other. And it bothers me. But, we ball. But beast speech, that works for me. And then we see features, so Warlock hit dice. I get 1d8 per level, so that's pretty good. It's not bad. Wisdom is my saving throw. My saving throw, my charisma and wisdom. Okay, never mind. Warlock wisdom save proficiency. Warlock skill proficiency choice. Make the selection on the skills screen. Okay. Let's just move along. Let's keep it going. I'm going to be a half orc. Because here's the thing. I've always liked the idea, this concept of being a half orc that is like wanting to know, wanting to become more knowledgeable, wanting to learn. And so, because orcs are, often orcs and half orcs have to deal with a lot of racism that comes, especially half orcs that are trying to maybe perhaps live in a civilized society, that then have to deal with name calling and ridicule put upon them. Half orcs also live a bit shorter because orcs have like a shorter lifespan, I'm pretty sure. right? Half-orcs mature a little faster than humans, reaching adulthood around age 14. They are noticeably faster and rarely live longer than 75 years. See? So it's a half-orc who's trying to, learn. He's trying to become wiser, trying to become smarter. Trying to overcome his, his innate senses. Oh yeah, I don't play them directly from YouTube. I just hate having to go on YouTube and then like the organization on there is just dumb, so I just create playlists. But that's why I need to figure out a way that I can like make the levels work better. 30 speed, 30 feet? No, not bad. There were some on here. See, these are all the races are the ones that you have to buy. You want to buy it, you have to buy the different, that sounded way worse, but you have to buy the different, I mean, they're just the races, that's what they are. The species. That's what it says on here. I guess that makes more sense. But, oh, a custom species? Interesting. How does that work? Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess if you have the book, then you can go on this and you could just fill in all the data yourself if you don't want, like, if you don't want to buy anything, which is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna stick with half-orc because, like, what else is there that they have, like, at least in this? This doesn't even have that many descriptions. Wait, what? This literally just has Aasimar, Dragonborn, Dwarf, Elf, Gnome, Goliath, Halfling, Human, Orc, Tiefling. VPN and buy Spotify Premium from a poor country. You make sense. You know what? You're right. Okay, half-orc. The path ahead is clear. No choices remain. Many choices remain. See, that's the thing. This is what our character's trying to overcome, is this sensibility that's ingrained in the half-orc. For we are trying to be... Oh, these are all blocked. See, yeah, that's dumb too. You have to buy all the different... Again, if you have the book, you could just write it in as a custom background. But they really make you buy the player's handbook again. I just don't... I have a PDF of it. I don't have it on here. What is the... Here, let me see. Sec. Yeah, no, it's just a purchase. It's just a purchase through their site. But if you do have a copy, or if you're able to find a copy, you could just type in all the info yourself. But I'm going to go as a sage. I think a sage works the best for what I'm saying. So the background ability score increase one of these scores by 2 and a different one by 1, or increase all 3 by 1. None of these increases can raise your score above 20. Constitution, Intelligence, and Wisdom. Background ability scores. Select 2 options on the ability scores screen. Sage ability score choice 2. Select 1 option on the ability score screen. Okay, so I just get more stuff. That's good. And my background proficiencies are Arcana, History, and I get some calligrapher's supplies. You gain the Magic Initiate fee. Oh, I saw something. I think I saw it in here is what I saw it in that made it kind of interesting. Because I was reading through a couple of them beforehand. That's what I just didn't want to take too long on, because they literally... It goes from, what, 50 to 175 if we want to go over like all of the different information. or I'm sorry, not that. For the backgrounds, it goes from 176 to 190. So it's only 20 pages, actually. It's not that bad. But I still don't want to read through all of them, so I read through a few. And 183 is the page. Sorry, I was trying to find the right section. Because it's 183. A sage, it says, you spent your formative years traveling between manors and monasteries. Making sure the music wasn't too loud. You spent your formative years traveling between manors and monasteries, performing various odd jobs and services in exchange for access to their libraries. You whiled away many a long evening studying books and scrolls, learning the lore of the multiverse, even the rudiments of magic. And your mind yearns for more. Ability score: Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom. Feats: Magic Initiate, Wizard. See Chapter 5. Skill proficiencies: Arcana and History. Tool proficiency: Calligrapher's Supplies. And it comes with an equipment. Either a quarterstaff, Calligrapher's Supplies, and a book on history. Or parchment robe and 8 gold pieces or 50 gold pieces. So I don't know if that's the same here. Let's see. I guess I just get the supplies. Rum Tum Tugger in chat. Everybody start tugging their rums. Standard array generation method. I want to roll. I like rolling. Roll 1, 12. Roll 2, 12. 16, 13, 10, 16. Okay, and then I choose. Okay. Those rolls weren't that good, I've got to be honest. You know what? I'm trying to think of where to put the 10. That's all I'm thinking about right now. I think the 10 maybe in dexterity. 10 in dexterity. It's just a 0. There's nothing. It's not. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's a 0. So I'm guessing. I think dexterity would probably be all right. So we'll go dexterity. I want strength at a 13. I think you gotta be charismatic. And you gotta be smart. And then our wisdom and constitution are +1s. 3 on intelligent, or +3 on intelligent and +3 on charisma. You know, I'm just trying to talk my way out of everything. I'm trying to have a silver tongue. Really get my way out of, so I don't have to use my natural feats as a half orc to rip somebody in half. You know what I mean? It is the duality of being a half orc. What can I say? Oh, so here's where it said the thing. You spent your formative years traveling between manors and monasteries, performing various odd jobs and services in exchange for access to their libraries. You whiled away many a long evening studying books and scrolls, learning the lore of the multiverse and even rudiments of magic, and your mind yearns for more. Select 2 abilities to increase score by 1. Oh, I guess. Oh, I gotta do it in here. I guess if that's the case, I should change these then. Increase the score by 1. Theoretically then, I should change these? Does going up by 1 at all change the Constitution? Because I think it needs to be a 12 at least to be a +1. And I think an 11 isn't going to do anything. I can't even do the dexterity. Because I'm thinking if I change this out... Oh wait, I can't change those. Stupid. So I changed it maybe for this one. Because I'm just thinking... Yes, that's only that. Or then I should switch these. Then I should... Okay, wait. 12 out, 13, 12, 13. +2 is 14, +2. There we go. I think that's the best way to do these. So then I have a +1 on my strength, a +1 on my dexterity. I'm not that fast or that... You know, I'm a half orc. I might be a little clumsy. You know, it's not bad, but it's not great either. My constitution's all right, you know. I'm doing okay. But then my intelligence and my charisma +3, those are kicking. And then wisdom +2. Okay, those will do all right on my rolls. I think all of these, the fact that they're all a plus, is pretty good. That all landed pretty good for me. I am going to be a charismatic orc. That's the plan. A charismatic half orc. Everything's playing against me. People are going to be naturally afraid of everything I say. But it doesn't matter. Magic Initiate. Origin feat, you gain the following benefits. 2 cantrips. You learn 2 cantrips of your choice from a cleric, druid, or wizard spell list. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma is your spellcasting ability for your feat spells. Choose when you select this feat. Level 1 spell, choose a level 1 spell from the same list you selected for the feat's cantrip. You always have that spell prepared. You can cast it once without a spell slot, and you regain the ability to cast it in that way when you finish a long rest. You can also cast a spell using any spell slots you have. Spell change. Whenever you gain a new level, you can replace one of the spells you choose with this feat, or for this feat, with a different spell of the same level from the chosen spell list. Repeatable, you can do this feat more than once, but you must choose a different spell list each time. Okay. Magic Initiate spellcasting ability choice. Charisma spells, intelligence spells, Magic Initiate spellcasting ability choice, or wisdom spells. I guess charisma, because we're going the charismatic arc. In deception, investigation, nature, and religion. Investigation and religion. He's not a liar. He's actually going to be like super... He's somewhat passive in a sense. Until you push him too far. You don't want to keep pushing him. Low-key cooking. Half-orc proficiencies. I got intimidation on the book too. See, so my investigation skills plus my religion skills. Oh, it's going to go great. And I have the arcana. Ooh, and history. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Light armor and simple weapons. Those are my warlock proficiencies. So I gotta wear some light armor. And I got the calligraphy supplies. Okay, okay. Now I gotta select my cantrips. My warlock cantrips. Ooh, chill touch, necromancy. True strike. What do these mean? Material. What does that say? Somatic? Verbal and somatic. Or material and somatic. Or just somatic. Concentration. True strike. Poison spray. Mage hand. What's mage hand? A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for the duration or until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if it is ever more than 30 feet away from you or if you cast this spell again. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. Okay. I kind of like that. Mage hand? Is this the same? Oh, this is the updated version for the 2024. The hand lasts for a duration. Is this just... Okay. The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. I kind of like that, because the thought in my head is if I ever get arrested or put in some kind of prison, you try and, you know, maybe, or even like, this would be good for like pickpocketing. This is like a good pickpocketing. Yeah, mage hand is good. Prestidigitation? Prestidigitation. You create a magical effect within range. Choose the effect from the option below. If you cast the spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. Sensor effect. You create an instantaneous harmless sensor effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. Fire play. You instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or small campfire. Clean or soil. You instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. Minor sensation. You chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. Magic mark. You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. Minor creation. You create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand. It lasts until the end of the next turn. A trinket can deal no damage and has no monetary worth. I kind of like that one too. I kind of like Mage Hand. Did it say I get 2? Oh, I do get 2. So let's do 2 then. Let's do both of those. I think both of those go really well. So Mage Hand and Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Is that really how it's said? Prestidigitate or prestidigitation, not tatation, just tation. Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Pronunciation.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Oh, okay. Dig, not dig.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Okay. I cast Prestidigitation. Warlock level 1 spells. Those are my cantrips. What are my level 1 spells? Ooh. Ooh, should I do hexes on people? Hex. You place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack roll. Also, choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has a disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can take a bonus attack on a later turn to curse a new creature. So the hex also gives you a little extra hexing if if you double up. So I already have Speak with Animals. I don't need that one, right? And I don't need this one because I already have the Communicate with Beasts thing. Read Hideous Laughter. Hideous Laughter. One creature of your choice that you can see within range makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it has a prone and incapacitated condition for the duration. During that time, it laughs uncontrollably if it's capable of laughter, and it can end the prone condition on itself. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it makes another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the save if the save is triggered by damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. Hideous Laughter is actually a pretty good idea. Eldritch Blast. Is Eldritch Blast not on here? No, just Expeditious Retreat is the only E. Unseen Servant? So on this I get 2 as well. Speak with Animals. No, I already have that. Unseen. Charm Person. One humanoid you can see within your range makes a wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage to you or your allies if you or your allies are fighting it. On a failed save, the target has the charmed condition until the spell ends or until you or your allies damage it. The charmed creature is friendly to you. When the spell ends, the target knows it was charmed by you. I don't like that it doesn't know that it does know that it's charmed by me after. It shouldn't have that knowledge. Ooh, Comprehend Language. I think Comprehend Language is probably a good one, since I already have the Speak to Animals. For the duration, you understand the literal meanings of any language that you hear or see signed. You also understand any written language that you see, but must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. This spell doesn't decode symbols or secret messages. So it doesn't decode symbols or secret messages. Well, technically, aren't all different languages just different symbols? But I guess secret messages just means if it's something that needs decoding, it's not a decoder spell. It's just a language comprehension spell. And it lasts 1 hour, so that means I could read 60 pages, is what it's saying. Comprehend Languages isn't bad. Which one did you like? You said you liked the Charm Person? I thought Charm Person was pretty good too. What's Hellish Rebuke? I think I need more like damaging spells though. I have a lot of like Trickster, kind of like ushy-gushy stuff. I need something a little bit attacky. Reaction. Which you take in response to taking damage from a creature that you can see within 60 feet of yourself. The creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by green flames. It makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. I kind of like the Hellish Rebuke one. I think that one's actually pretty good. My choices right now are Hellish Rebuke and Comprehend Languages. There are any other ones that stood out to anyone in chat? Detect Magic seems like a good idea, but I don't see what purpose that would fill other than just knowing that there's magic about. You can feel the faint aura around any visible creature or object. You could like know someone's magic. I think of instances in when these would become necessary. Because Detect Magic, it's like, okay, you know this guy's like a wizard. You know some guy's a magician or whatever. If you're a powerful enough like wizard or warlock, you don't need them to like, you don't need to know if they're a wizard or not. You'll just be able to overcome their magical abilities. But I think that's what we're going to go with. Unseen Servant, so Illusionary Script. I like Hideous Laughter, but it's just like a good funny one, and I can switch these out eventually, so I could maybe switch them out once I level up if I'm not using them that much. Oh, I can select. Wait, what? Magic Initiate. Ooh, here we go. Here are the damaging ones. Okay. I didn't see Acid Splash when I was looking at the cantrips before. I got too overthrown by Mage Hand. Acid Splash. You create an acidic bubble at the point within range where it explodes in a 5-foot radius sphere. Each creature in that sphere must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage. Chill Touch. Firebolt. You hurl a mote of fire at a creature or an object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, it takes 1d10 fire damage. A flammable object hit by this spell starts burning if it isn't being worn or carried. Okay, I kind of like Firebolt. I always feel like Firebolt. Fire spells always work all right. They always work pretty good. Poison Spray, maybe. Or Ray of Frost. Have one fire, have one frost. A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks toward the creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. Okay, so it goes around a full turn. Ray of Frost isn't that bad. That's a pretty good one too. True Strike. This one's just like a hit, a True Strike. You just punch them. Poison Spray. True Strike is guided by a flash of magical insight. You make one attack with the weapon used in the spell's casting. The attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack in damage rolls instead of using strength or dexterity. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage type, your choice. Maybe a True Strike? Firebolt's good. Maybe we'll go True Strike then. Just bang him over the head. Okay. Replace Insight. Wait, what? Okay, and I can replace spells here. So those are my cantrips. And Speak with Animals is at a level 1. Comprehend Languages and Hellish Rebuke. And my cantrips, so my level 1 spells are Speak with Animals, Comprehend Languages, Hellish Rebuke. And then my cantrips are Mage Hands, Prestidigitation, Firebolt, and True Strike. I think that's pretty good. Transmutation. And they're all different stuff. See, a Conjuration, a Transmutation, an Evocation, and a Divination. So each one of my cantrips is a different type as well. But I'm happy with that one. I think that's it. Or no, there's still more? What didn't I do? Oh, select spell. But I'm so confused. Is that not this? Oh, I need to select one for that. Okay, I already did this. This is so confusing. Okay, so Magic Initiate level 1 spell. So select another spell. Oh, here we go. Okay, so these are actually different ones. I didn't even see any of these. See, that's always the hardest part with being like a warlock or a wizard or something. It's like you just be a brute and use a big old club to start bashing in heads. It's a little bit easier, but we're going the smart route here. A thin sheet of flame shoots forth from you. Each creature, if you grown. Eh. Jump. You touch a creature, the creature's jump distance is tripled. You touch a willing creature once on each of its turns until the spell ends. That creature can jump up to 30 feet by spending 10 feet of movement. That's crazy. What are mage missiles? That sounds good. I want mage missiles. Or mage armor. Mage missiles or mage armor? Oh, familiar? I don't think this has familiar. It might be on one of the other pages, I'll look. But it's not on this. False Life, Featherfall, find familiar. There we go. I thought you were saying find familiar as in just look for the word familiar, but you meant literally find familiar. Okay. You gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes an animal form you choose. Bat, cat, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, rat, raven, spider, weasel, or another beast that has a challenge rating of 0. Appearing in an unoccupied space within range, the familiar has the statistics of the chosen form. See Appendix B. Though it is a celestial, fey, or fiend, your choice, instead of a beast, your familiar acts independently of you, but it obeys your commands. Roll 20 note. In the VTT, you can access the creature's stat block by navigating to the Compendium tab in the right-hand sidebar and searching for the appropriate creature in the monster category. Ensure the sources of Player Handbook 2024 and drag to the top. Okay. Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you. Must take a reaction. Okay. I think I am going to do the familiar. It gives you a bit more. I mean, in combat, I like this telepathic connection. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as a bonus action, you can see through the familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of the next turn, gaining the ability of any special senses it has. Finally, you can cast a spell with the range of touch. Your familiar can deliver the touch. Your ability must be within 100 feet of you, and it must take a reaction to... Your familiar must be within 100 feet of you, and it must take a reaction to deliver the touch when you cast the spell. In combat, the familiar is an ally to you and your allies. It rolls its own initiative and acts in its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal. Disappearances of a familiar. When a familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears. It reappears after you cast this spell again. As a magic action, you can temporarily dismiss the familiar to a pocket dimension. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. As a magic action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Whenever the familiar drops to 0 hit points or disappears into the pocket dimension, it leaves behind in its space anything it was wearing or carrying. One familiar only. You can't have more than one familiar at a time. You can cast the spell while you have a familiar. You instead cause it to adopt a new eligible form. Cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. And that just means it's instantaneous and lasts for up until you do the spell again, or until the animal dies, I guess. So that's that. My familiar. Cool, so that one's ready. Warlock starting equipment. I want the equipment set. So it comes with a backpack, a book, ink pen, lamp, oil, parchment, tinder box, arcane focus, and orb. So I get my orb. I have a dagger, some leather armor, a sickle, and 15 gold. That's pretty good. What do I get if I add this? Oh, a quarterstaff, parchment. Let me go back. So this would give me another book, I think. Yeah, so it gives me another book. Calligrapher supplies, parchment, quarterstaff, and robe. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Ooh, the name. See, this is where we get into the nice, interesting part. His skin, well, we'll start like this. His skin is gray. His hair is... I don't know, I guess just gray too. I'm trying to decide if I should give him like a deep black hair or give him like a colored hair to make it more interesting. You know what? To match the way I look right now, we're gonna make him fully bald. But he's gonna stay bald. I'm gonna grow my hair back out. But all gray. Yeah, just all gray. Eyes, gray. Height, gray. No height. What are average heights for half orcs? They're generally between 5 feet and 7 feet tall. Males typically between... So we'll make him a solid 6'10". So he's 6'10" tall. Make him a tiny orc? No, we got to make him a big guy. He's a big guy. You need it for the intimidation. For weight, yeah, he's like 335. You want to make him 5 feet tall? See, I think that gives him too much of like a outcasty vibe, and I don't know if he's necessarily an outcast because he was a sage, you know. Just make him 400 pounds. 350, I think, for 6'10" is probably a relatively stocky short king orc. Short king orc who charms. No, you gotta go with the... I'm sorry, Rumtum Tugger, but I gotta go tall for this orc. 5'2", 300 pounds. Age though, they said they mature at age 14. Should I just make him this big but 15 years old? He's been on this journey. Or 16. He's 16. He's been on this journey for 2 years as he's gone through. Gender, man. Pronouns, he/him. Alignment. You know, we're gonna put him in the chaotic good category. Should I look through the different faiths that they have? D&D faiths. Lists of Dungeons and Dragons deities. Choose a lifestyle. What does this mean? Comfortable? I don't even know what that means. Oh, comfortable lifestyle? Modest. Roll again. Just keep rolling on it until I get something I want, since it's not letting me choose. Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me choose before. I want to choose one. We're gonna go... Oh, I didn't realize there's a whole allies page and stuff. Squalid? Well, we're just gonna go with modest. Modest lifestyle. I just know the Dungeons and Dragons, aren't there like so many gods and goddesses and stuff? God of the goblins. God of the orcs is Grumsh. Gods of the orcs are Grumsh, Bagtru, Ilneval, Luthik, Shargas, Yurtras, Gurdreg. Gurdreg. Who's Gurdreg? D and D. You know, maybe that's something I can add on later, but he doesn't have a faith for now. He's still finding himself. I need a name. That's the real hard part. I need a name. Tugger inspired? Tugger inspired is a good idea. Something Tugger inspired. Literally just name him Tug. I'm Tug. Sounds like it could be an orc name. Tug the orc. I feel like this stuff will kind of fill itself out. Backstory. A wanderer in search of the secrets of the great beyond. Tug works. Hey, if Tug works for Rum Tum Tugger, then I don't need any other input, I think. A wanderer in search of the secrets of the great beyond. Personality traits. a short king in an oversized body. He wants to be quaint and petite, but he just can't. A short king in an oversized body. Personality traits. I'm thinking like something like naturally forgiving or just something like that. That could be a detriment to him at some points, but is also just like it's kind of like goes with like an ethical code that he's trying to carry. So I think that maybe that's good. Forgiving. Oh my god. Forgiving. Yeah, gentle giant. I'm trying to think of another good, like, just random little thing I could throw in there. I think that works. He's forgiving. He's a chaotic good, but he's overly forgiving. We're going to do that. We're going to review the character. We're going to see what it looks like. You know, I think this works for now. This is my character. This is Tug. Tug. A level 1 warlock. Half-orc. Who's charismatic and intelligent. Might be a little bit overly forgiving. But kind of got got some equipment ready. Got some gold on hand. I think our character's ready to go. I'm gonna have to, create a new image at some point. But this is us. This is Tug. This is Tug. Wow. Ooh. Oh, wow. And I think I literally went exactly as long as I wanted to go. We've been going like about an hour. Awesome. Okay. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it today. I really do appreciate everybody that stopped in. Thank you so much for watching. There wasn't a whole lot of people in here today. But we're going to keep on doing this, keep on doing some Dungeons and Dragons. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to set up off stream, obviously, the first, the start to some kind of small short campaign I can do as a solo one-man mission to kind of get us started, and then maybe I can get Madman involved, get Alex involved, try and get some other people involved in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, and maybe some other tabletop role-playing games. There's a lot I saw in there, so yeah. A compulsive liar. That would have been that honestly could have been a good one. Yeah, the best people were here, so true. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're checking out the channel for the first time, maybe. But yeah, thank you so much. This is Captain Quasar, signing off.